Peru News Today. All you need to know about Peru.
Peru remains in a state of alert, after the presence of El Niño Costero until the beginning of autumn 2024. The ENFEN representative warned of intense rains on the north coast and droughts in the south within the framework of El Niño Costero. ENFEN indicated that the alert status of El Niño Costero is maintained until the beginning of autumn 2024. Ina Maria James Espinosa, Deputy Director of Standards and Guidelines of the Process Management Directorate of the National Center for Disaster Risk Estimation, Prevention and Reduction, CENIPRID, indicated that the El Niño phenomenon remains on alert until the beginning of autumn of 2024. The latest alert that was published on the 15th of this month tells us that the development of the El Niño phenomenon continues. We speak in general both off our coast and what is happening in the Central Pacific. The warming of the sea continues, which means that there are still conditions for the development of El Niño indicated. Ina James explained that in recent weeks the sea temperature has decreased a little due to the presence of the South Pacific anticyclone. However, this does not mean that the impact of the El Niño phenomenon will be less. What has happened in recent weeks, from November to the first week of December, the South Pacific anticyclone has intensified and has caused the sea temperature to decrease a little, specifically off the north coast. However, that does not mean that El Niño is ending, said the specialist. Rains in the north and droughts in the south. Engineer James Espinosa indicated that for the summer of 2024, rainfall above normal amounts is forecast in northern Peru. That is, the intensity has decreased from strong to moderate. The intensity has decreased from strong to moderate. This means that rainfall will be higher than normal amounts. That intensity does not necessarily go with the impact, that is, even if El Niño is moderate, we must not forget how vulnerable it is in our country. There are areas that are much more fragile than others, said the CENIPRID representative. A contrary scenario will occur in the south, where lower than usual rainfall is expected, which translates into the presence of droughts. All that energy that has developed over the course of this year is latent, and all of that is going to manifest with the rains in the north. Drought is another phenomenon that is also latent, especially when warming occurs in the Central Pacific, she explained. James Espinosa maintained that as long as there are warm waters, evaporation and cloudiness, rainy conditions will occur. We must understand that we are going to enter the summer season, where there is more energy, and it puts us on more alert to take all the necessary precautions because there would already be conditions for El Niño, she pointed out. Leave us your comment and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.